Welcome to another Grief Talk Coffee Chat episode. I'm your host, Vaughn Solis. So welcome to another Divine Healing Coaching episode. Today I'm going to share the key messages from Principle 3, Surrendering to Your Inner Truth. So a quick definition of surrender as it relates to these principles that were channeled to me by the angels and my daughter Janaea after her suicide in 2005. And as I wrote my first book, Divine Healing, Transforming Pain into Personal Power, you could think of surrender and all of these truths as to just giving in. This happened, accepting it. Surrendering refers to the deep, authentic understanding and awareness of yourself as you align more and more with your most painful experiences. Whether this is bereavement or grief from any number of painful experiences, getting in touch with your true nature that goes beyond all external influences, your own expectations or what others may expect from you, or the societal pressures and expectations we have just culturally, socially. Surrendering to your existence on this planet in order to live aligned with who you really are at your core and what you have experienced in all its pain and glory, in the spiritual sense, would be related to the soul contract and the lessons you are here to learn to advance your consciousness. On the physical plane, this presents as being true to your passions and desires by following your intuition as the guiding force that will lead you to your most authentic life. But even without those painful experiences that bring many people's lives to a grinding halt, yet they are still able to search and find a purpose to go on, a reason to go on. There are millions more people that without experiencing harsh pain and loss continue to struggle to find meaning in their life and what they are truly meant to do on this planet, if they even have the will to go on. So, to be able to tap into finding meaning and purpose for our lives in the worst of our experiences, to make the pain just a little more tolerable in the more immediate time frame, and ultimately, by surrendering to the truth of who we are and what we came here to do and experience in every way, and ultimately feel lasting joy as a result of this surrender. For this, we can perhaps feel some gratitude for our difficulties and all that we have learned. Surrender allows us to make peace with our life and find a reason to go on, to find and connect to our purpose. And the things that we decide as our true purpose in this life do not have to be big. For some people, they may choose to live a big life. For others, we may stay quietly in the background, living our life through the experiences that bring us our greatest joy, feeling aligned with everything that has happened in our life to this point, both good and bad, knowing that all of what we have experienced has led us right to where we are today and belong at this moment, and will continue to lead us to wherever we are truly meant to go. Surrendering to who we really are and all of our experiences, our inner truth, also teaches us that trusting the way will be shown and all doors will open at exactly the right moment, despite what we may feel as fear, doubt, or hesitation, aligns us with our authenticity and represents its own form of empowerment. Once you can feel this empowerment as a constant within you as a result of your surrendering, that is shaping all of your experiences, this gives to you the option to always choose wisely with your best interests at heart in every decision you make for your present circumstances and thinking about the future. Surrendering gives to you the trust that the path you are choosing for yourself today will always take you where you need and really want to go, now and in the future. So how do you even start thinking about living life more positively as a result of giving in or surrendering to your truth? You're here, this happened, this is the reality of what you have gone through. It's to begin viewing your painful experiences in a more positive way that can shape your life differently, to help you feel led somewhere you want to go and feel you are meant to go, which can be really hard. It can feel confusing and overwhelming to sift through all the possibilities once you open your mind to what surrender and empowerment can bring to you. To get clearer whenever you are in doubt about the bigger picture you want for your life, ask yourself the following questions. Do I want to serve others in some way as a result of what I have experienced? Do I want to pursue a particular career to help others because of what I've experienced? Do I want to advocate for change in a certain area that can leave an impact on others because of what I have experienced? Or would I prefer to live quietly and peacefully, pursuing contentment in all areas of my life, despite of or because of what I have experienced? Which is a-okay too. What you want can change over time, no matter what you're choosing to do. Many people who start something in the name of their deceased loved one, this may be a child, a partner, a parent, or someone else you dearly loved, or it may be related to a specific type of suffering that you have gone through, often do so right away in their grief or the aftermath of the event, and often stay with their cause for years. This cause or interest may evolve into something different, but the intent for its impact will always remain the same. It can even be a lifelong purpose. Other people who experience the same type of loss or difficult circumstances or suffering may not do anything publicly or at all to honor their deceased loved ones or their past hurt. And that's okay too. The important thing to remember is that in the surrender, when we become willing to look at our life truthfully, our painful experiences always leave us with choices for how we want to do life, basically, when we view them in a more positive way. And what we end up doing to honor not only our loved ones, but ourselves too, for all we've survived and conquered as a result of our tough experiences, can lead us to the contentment, happiness, and healing that we ultimately desire. Either way, even if you choose not to do anything, just wanting to think differently about your experiences in order to heal will get you on the path. Surrendering often, or always, I'd like to say, leads us to our awakening. Some people have miraculous and instantaneous awakening to their higher truth that forever changes them. Other people, it takes a little longer to kind of recognize and understand what their awakening is. And while initial awakening may only be an inkling to what truly lies ahead, it's always enough that we are changed and committed to our new path. You can never, quote, unknow, unquote, what an awakening leaves you with, which is always the beginning nudging that we feel to become willing to see that our continual surrendering to all that we have experienced and will continue to experience at every level in our life is the journey itself that can make our life worthwhile, purposeful, authentic, and healed in every area. This is the process of transformation itself. I hope you find the key messages from this Principle 3, Surrender to Your Inner Truth, as helpful to your healing journey as I have found it to my own. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time.